interesting facts about landmarks in the United States. The United States is a diverse country and an interesting place to live or visit. There are many interesting areas to explore in the United States that many might be unaware of. By watching this video, you will be guided on a journey of interesting places and where they are located in the United States. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is in Arizona. It is a steep-sided canyon carved by the Colorado River. The Grand Canyon is 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and has a depth of over a mile. It is in the Grand Canyon National Park. The Grand Canyon is known for its visually overwhelming size and its intricate and colorful landscape. The Grand Canyon is part of the Colorado River Basin, which has developed over the past 70 million years. The canyon is a result of erosion, which exposes one of the most complex geologic columns on the planet. You may walk or hike the Rim Trail, bicycle the South Rim, or tour Desert View Drive in an automobile. The South Rim also offers museums and exhibits. There is a Grand Canyon Visitor Center which shows a film called Grand Canyon: A Journey of Wonder. Whitewater and smooth water raft trips are available in the Colorado River. Desert View and the East Entrance contains a watchtower where on a clear day you can see a panoramic view extending more than 100 miles. The remains of a small ancestral Puebloan village is located 3 miles west of Desert View. South Rim mule trips are offered year-round. Yellowstone National Park. The park is in Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. Explore thermal basins up close for hot springs, mud spots, fumaroles, and geysers such as Old Faithful, hike trailheads and self-guided tours, watch wildlife, bike in the park, ride a horse in the park, camp, picnic, fish, and boat. There is swimming allowed in limited areas. In the winter, you can ski or explore with snowshoes or ride a snowmobile or snow coach. Redwood National Park in California has the tallest known trees in the world and is a sight to behold. Many of the trees are in its second millennium and are the oldest known trees in the world. The trees are federally protected. Zion National Park in southwest Utah is distinguished by Zion Canyon's steep red cliffs. Zion Canyon Scenic Drive cuts through its main section leading to forest trails along the Virgin River. The river flows to the Emerald Pools, which have waterfalls and hanging gardens. Yosemite National Park in California is best known for its waterfalls. It is 1,200 square miles, and you can find deep valleys, grand meadows, ancient giant sequoias, a vast wilderness area, and much more. Bryce Canyon National Park in Utah is known for its crimson-colored hoodoos, which are spire-shaped rock formations. There is an amphitheater, a hoodoo-filled depression lying below the Rim Trail hiking path. It has overlooks at Sunrise Point, Sunset Point, Inspiration Point, and Bryce Point. Central Park in New York City, New York is an urban park between the Upper West Side and the Upper East Side neighborhoods in Manhattan. There is a Central Park Conservancy, a Central Park Zoo, a Central Park Mall, an abundance of Central Park sculptures, a Central Park Carousel, which serves around 250,000 riders every year, and has a band organ that plays waltzes, marches, and polkas. Walt Disney World in Florida and Walt Disneyland in California is reason enough to put a smile on any child's face. Walt Disney can capture the imagination of kids everywhere. The Magic Kingdom has rides that have thrilled generations. The Haunted Mansion, where you experience a Gothic rival architecture of a mid-1700s dwelling where happy haunting awaits you. Where pictures grow longer, a piano plays itself, a crystal ball speaks, and beware of hitchhiking ghosts toward the end of the ride. A railroad goes around the park. You can take a jungle cruise, fly on the magic carpet of Aladdin, and secure autographs from many Disney characters. Pirates of the Caribbean will make you feel like you have entered a pirate world. Big Thunder Railroad and Space Mountain's roller coaster in the dark exists for the thrill seekers. You can join a country bear jamboree or visit life like a wax figure in the Hall of Presidents. They're fantastic shows. A world of culture exists with an It's a Small World boat ride. You may want to take a riverboat ride or experience Splash Mountain or go on Peter Pan's flight or explore Cinderella's castle in Disney World or Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland. The older kids will enjoy Universal Studios in Florida and California. Here they will find fan favorites of Harry Potter's Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, Escape from Gringotts Ride, Hagrid's Wild Motorcycle Ride, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey Ride, The Simpsons Ride, Revenge of the Mummy Ride, Transformers 3D Ride, E.T. Ride, Spider-Man Ride, Minion Ride, Skull Island Ride of King Kong, and even take a ride with Jimmy Fallon or Shrek. SeaWorld in Florida is a notable marine zoological park. This park features whales, dolphins, penguins, stingrays, turtles, manatees, alligators, and flamingos. Ripley's Believe It or Not museums in California, Florida, Maryland, Missouri, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin display auditoriums with discovered weird and rare world oddities. This attraction was founded on a tiny daily newspaper cartoon which debuted in 1918. Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture on Liberty Island in New York Harbor in New York. The copper statue was a gift from France to the United States and was designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, and its metal framework was built by Gustave Eiffel. The statue was dedicated on October 28, 1886. The statue is a figure of Libertas, a robed Roman liberty goddess. She holds a torch with her right hand above her head, and in her left hand she carries a tabula ansata inscribed July 4, 1776, the date of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. A broken shackle and chain lie at her feet as she walks forward, commemorating the recent national abolition of slavery. After its dedication, the statue became an icon of freedom and of the United States, seen as a symbol of welcome to immigrants arriving by sea. Golden Gate Bridge. This bridge is a suspension bridge spanning the Golden Gate, the 1-mile-wide strait connecting San Francisco Bay and the Pacific Ocean. The structure links the city of San Francisco, the northern tip of the San Francisco Peninsula, to Marin County, carrying both U.S. Route 101 and California State Route 1 across the strait. The bridge is internationally recognized as a symbol of San Francisco, California, as well as the United States. It was initially designed by engineer Joseph Strauss in 1917. It has been declared one of the wonders of the modern world by the American Society of Civil Engineers. Many experts said the bridge could not be built across the 6,700-foot strait, which had strong swirling tides and currents, with water 372 feet deep at the center of the channel and frequent strong winds. The final graceful suspension design was conceived by Leon Moiseyev, the engineer of the Manhattan Bridge in New York City. Irving Morrow, a relatively unknown residential architect, designed the overall shape of the bridge towers, the lighting scheme, and Art Deco elements such as the tower decorations, street lights, railing, and walkways. The famous international orange color was Morrow's selection. The U.S. Navy wanted it painted black with yellow stripes to ensure visibility by passing ships. Las Vegas Strip. The strip is lined with upscale casino hotels. The neon-soaked strip is quintessential Las Vegas. As well as casinos, the strip has a variety of shops, restaurants ranging from mainstream to high-end, and performance venues for music, comedy, and circus-style acts. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a city on the Niagara River in New York State. It is known for the vast Niagara Falls, which straddle the Canadian border. In Niagara Falls State Park, the observation tower at Prospect Point juts out over Niagara Gorge for a view of all three waterfalls. Many people met their death going over the falls in barrels and other contraptions. Florida Keys. The Florida Keys are a string of tropical islands stretching about 120 miles off the southern tip of Florida, between the Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico. They are known as a destination for fishing, boating, snorkeling, and scuba diving. The southernmost city of Key West is famous for Duval Street's many bars, Mallory Square's nightly sunset celebration, and the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum. Kennedy Space Center. The John F. Kennedy Space Center is one of the 10 National Aeronautics and Space Administration field centers. Since December 1968, the Kennedy Space Center has been NASA's primary launch center of human spaceflight. Launch operations for Apollo, Skylab, and the Space Shuttle program were carried out from Kennedy Space Center Launch Complex 39 and managed by the Kennedy Space Center. The Kennedy Space Center is located on the east coast of Florida and is adjacent to Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. The management of the two entities work very closely together, share resources, and operate facilities on each other's property. Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is located in South Dakota. The Mount Rushmore National Memorial is centered on a sculpture carved into the granite face of Mount Rushmore in the Black Hills in Keystone, South Dakota. Sculptor Gutzon Borglum created the sculpture's design and oversaw the project's execution from 1927 to 1941 with the help of his son, Lincoln Borglum. The sculpture features the 60-foot heads of Presidents George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The four presidents were chosen to represent the nation's birth, growth, development, and preservation, respectively. The memorial park covers 1,278 acres, or 2 square miles, 5.17 kilometers squared, and is 5,725 feet above sea level. The White House. The White House is the official residence and workplace of the President of the United States. It is located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest in Washington, D.C., and has been the residence of every United States president since John Adams in 1800. Nearby is the United States Capitol, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, National Mall, Smithsonian National Museum, and Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and more. The Liberty Bell is located in Pennsylvania. The Liberty Bell's inscription is from the King James Bible and states, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land and to all the inhabitants thereof." The Pennsylvania Assembly ordered the bell in 1751 to commemorate the 50-year anniversary of William Penn's 1701 Charter of Privileges, Pennsylvania's original constitution. The Liberty Bell gained iconic importance when abolitionists, in their efforts to put an end to slavery, adopted it as a symbol. Tradition tells of a chime that changed the world on July 8, 1776, with the Liberty Bell ringing out from the Tower of Independence Hall, summoning the citizens of Philadelphia to hear the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence by Colonel John Nixon. The Space Needle is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world and is located in Seattle, Washington. Built for the 1962 World Fair, the Century 21 Exposition's theme was the Age of Space. The tower's futuristic design was inspired by the idea that the fair needed a structure to symbolize humanity's space-age aspirations. The Space Needle stands at 605 feet tall and is one of the most photographed structures in the world. The tower's 520 feet saucer-shaped top house offers visitors Seattle's only 360-degree indoor and outdoor panoramic views of downtown, Mount Rainier, Puget Sound, and the Cascades and Olympic mountain ranges. There are many other notable places in the United States, and we hope you enjoyed and learned from this video. Please like, watch, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time!